Hello everyone, welcome to the latest episode of Subs Unboxing. If you'd like to know what video game stuff we will be unboxing next, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell button. We've recently acquired a special edition box of a legendary fighting game that we'll love to unbox with all of you, and this is what we'll be unboxing this week. Guilty Gear Strive GG 25th Anniversary Edition on PlayStation 5 from Arc System Works. But first, let me tell you something about this long-running franchise. As this anniversary edition suggests, the whole Guilty Gear series has been ongoing for more than 25 years. We saw the first Guilty Gear game back in 1998 when it appeared on PlayStation 1 console. Although it doesn't have a long history as the Street Fighter series that was released in 1987 or even the King of Fighters series in 1994, the crazily smooth and fluid 2D animations and sprites, together with ultra flashy moves and combos, capture the eyes of many veteran fighting gamers around the world. Novels, manga, animated series, and many other peripherals are eventually spawned from the series. And just like Street Fighter, the King of Fighters, Tekken, and the likes, Guilty Gear series also has a story behind it, with the characters equipped with the magic-infused gears or becoming the gears themselves, and they are trying to rectify the wrongdoings from the past. But the story has become somewhat less important and trivial like many of the fighting games before it, as is the gameplay mechanics and command executions that truly matter. Guilty Gear definitely doesn't lack in any of these departments. Their visuals and fighting mechanics even led to the development of Dragon Ball FighterZ that's a magnificent feast to our eyes, like playing the Dragon Ball animation. There are still many I can talk about the Guilty Gear series, and I've basically played each iteration in the past quarter century, but that'll take too much time to go into details, including all the different break systems, and I'm not a good fighting game expert no matter how many of them I play anyways. Let's go back to our feature presentation. The original Guilty Gear Strive was released in 2021 on PlayStation 4 and 5 and arcades, and later ported to Xbox and Nintendo Switch. And each year, Arc System Works would release a season pass with additional characters, colors, stages, and story, so you can imagine the growing roster in the lineup. This 25th Anniversary Edition was actually released last year, but I refrained myself from getting it for one particular reason. I'd gotten the first press of the Japanese version that came with Season 1 pass already. So, getting this one would make both the game and one of the season passes redundant, even though this is the North American version. But it's hard to resist when it went on sale for half price during the pre-Boxing Day sale last year, and that's why we have a chance to unbox this with you. Let's take a look at the packaging first. We can see that it's a fairly large box containing all the goodies inside. Don't worry too much about the shrink wrap. After all, it's already discounted and we can't ask for too much as long as there's no visible damage. This whole special box is in a very nice and sleek black design. And when we look closely, it has all the embroidered symbols covering the front and back of the box. Very cool and subtle. As with many of the collector's edition, they don't say much about the contents inside, not even on the back of the box. Either they assumed we already know what's included, or they're trying to keep the secrecy level to the maximum. But doesn't really matter, as we're going to remove the shrink wrap and check the contents. So, shall we begin? Let's go. Alright, we have everything unboxed in here, which is quite a lot. Let's look into each one of them, starting with this. This is the base game of Guilty Gear Strive, which is the same one as when it was first released, even though it's named the Daredevil version, with the first 3 season passes, according to the official description. We have a nice illustration of the 2 main characters on the cover, Soul Bad Guy and Kai Kiski. Consider them as the Guilty Gear version of Ryu and Ken, or Iori, Yagami, and Kyo Kusanagi. This is the standard translucent blue case for PlayStation games, and when we open it, we have the game disc in here with the same illustration, plus the DLC cards on the other side. The contents inside the DLC cards are quite a lot. Let me just briefly tell you what's included. So in here it says it has the Season Pass 1, 2, and 3, Ultimate Edition content kits, and Guilty Gear 25th anniversary colors. So for Season 1 Pass, there are 5 additional characters, additional colors, some new stages, and additional story. For Season 2 Pass, 4 more additional characters and colors are included, plus new stages. Season 3 Pass, another 4 characters and colors are added, along with extra battle stages. Very standard stuff in terms of DLC. Let's put this aside for now. So what's so special about this anniversary edition is the inclusion of a tin case, which is the equivalent of our beloved steelbooks that we like to collect. It has the same symbol as seen on the black collector box. Let me just open it. And we have an original mini soundtrack on CD with 5 tracks in total. Thank goodness it's not a digital one anymore, even though the number of tracks is quite small. You may have a better chance to find a full OST on various music streaming platforms instead, but there's still a good addition to the package. But don't worry, this Daredevil version has already included the digital soundtrack and artworks, and you just need to punch in the code in here to download them. And lastly, this is the major attraction of the package, at least to me. A hardcover art book of Guilty Gear illustrations, about 140 pages in total. With such amazing animations, we will expect that the development team has put in tons of efforts to perfect the last brush stroke before turning the characters and stages into reality. Let me do a quick flip with you, but I have to take my gloves off first. Very nice indeed. And you can see there are some of the older illustrations from the previous games in the series too. Oh, and here's an original message card written by Daisuke Ishiwatari, who's the artist and mastermind behind the creation and design of the Guilty Gear series. Nothing much, but at least it's a nice keepsake for such a wonderful box. So that's it for this episode of Cells Unboxing. If you enjoyed this unboxing video, please give us a thumbs up, leave your comments below and share with others who like Guilty Gear series or fighting games. If you think Arc System Works will stop at Season 3 Pass, think again. A Season 4 pass has already been released, adding 4 more characters to the lineup. Maybe I should redo an anatomy episode on the phenomenon of DLCs and season passes. And Guilty Gear Strive is one of the titles utilized in EVO, which is short for Evolution Championship Series, alongside other fighting games like Street Fighter 6 and Tekken 8 for gamers around the world to battle out for the title. So we should still see Guilty Gear Strive around for quite a long time. Time for me to pop the disc in and install all the DLCs. Let's rock, everyone. See you all next time.